What's up guys, it's your boy Drop Code once again, and welcome back to the Adonis and Vuex tutorial series. In this tutorial, we're going to be installing Adonisjs backend framework that we're going to use for our backend APIs. So to get started, if you haven't installed Adonisjs before, what you need to do is just open up your terminal. Let me quickly do that. So I have my terminal here. Let me clear all this. So I'm in my documents directory, and I have a development folder inside there. You can create this project anywhere you like. You can dump it in your documents or in your wherever you wish to put it. So just create a folder that is going to be used for this project, and inside that folder we're going to have both the front end and the back end all in one folder. So for Adonis, to install Adonis, all you need to do is to type in this command. I am going to be putting up this command in front of your screen right now for you to quickly make use of to install Adonisjs. All you need is this npm install global, then Adonisjs/CLI. After installing that, then you can now follow along with this tutorial. So the first thing we're going to do now is to create a folder. Let me create my folder. So I'm going to use the make directory command, then I'm going to call it Adonis Staff System. So I'm going to cd into system. Now inside here I'm going to create the server folder, which is going to be our Adonis backend. So to do that, I'm just going to say Adonis new. So you just have to follow along with this command I'm currently typing. I'm also going to put it up on the screen for you to see it clearly. Adonis new, then the name of our application, which is going to be the server. Then we are developing APIs. So while developing APIs, we have to employ this --API flag flag. So that should help us create our Adonis project. And once this is done, I'll get back to you guys. So right now we have a server installed. Adonis framework is already installed. So now all we need to do is to cd into that directory, which is cd into server. Then to run our application, we just have to do Adonis save --dev. But for now, we're not going to run that application. We're just going to quickly set up our database, then run our database migration tables. So I'm just going to open this up with Visual Studio Code. Okay, so now we have our pure Adonisjs files right here. So the first place we're going to do is to enter into your .env file. There we have all our basic configurations for our application, which includes the application name, which we're going to change right now. We're going to call that Staff Manager. Then the next thing we want to do now is to create a database, and by default Adonisjs comes with SQLite, but for this tutorial we're using MySQL, so I'm just going to type in MySQL here. Then we have our port 3306, then the root user, then my password is password. Then for the database we're going to call it staff underscore manager. So that's going to be our database, but we don't have that database yet. So the next thing we want to do now is to install MySQL for Adonisjs. So we do npm, make sure you are inside your subdirectory. Then you do npm install MySQL --save. So once that is done, we have SQL installed and set up for Adonisjs. Next thing we're going to do is to create a database. So let's quickly do that while that is installed. So yeah, I'm going to go to the menu here, then create. For users making use of, you guys are making use of PHP admin, is basically the same thing. All you need to do is just create a new database and call it whatever you want to call it. But if you're using MySQL Workbench, you can follow along. So staff_manager, exactly the same way we called it in the .env file. So we're going to apply existing schema, staff manager. We're going to add DB in front. I think I already have the database called that. So close. So now that is done, our database is all set up. Then let me quickly create a connection. For PHP admin users, you don't need to create any connection. I'm just creating this connection so in case when I want to demonstrate some things in the SQL, so it can be easier for you guys to understand. So now we have our fresh database. So I'm going to take a look at the installation, then we'll get back once it's done. So now that we have our server installed, and MySQL installed, next thing for us to do now is to go over to our Visual Studio Code and start working on the EMV file. Okay. So now we've set up our database, is all set up, all our database name is all set up, the password, the root and all those details all in check. So let's just save that file and then close the EMV file. The next thing we're going to do now is to go back to our terminal and let me just clear this out. What we want to do now is to create the migrations, which are going to be our tables, which we've already designed in the first video. If you happen to watch that video, please go back and check out that video. In that tutorial video, we designed our SQL database and the complete framework of how the application is going to work. So the next thing we're going to do now is to quickly take care of the migration and the files, migration files and tables. So to do that in Adonisjs, we're going to make it on the CLI. Say Adonis make migration. Then we're going to call it company. We're going to call it the company table. Sorry. Here is going to be model, because I want to make the migration and also the model at the same time. So now we have our company table and company model all set up. So we're going to do the same thing for the other tables before we go ahead and start creating the tables. So next one is going to be department, while the third one is going to be name of this database migration is going to be position like that. and which other table do we have? We have the company table, setup, the department, position, and user table comes by default. So we don't need to create the migration for that, it's already here by default. So let's start with the user table. So in the user table, from the first video we have our first name here, then last name. Let's leave this field for now, but we don't want our first name to be unique. People can have the same names. Then we have table string also, and this one is going to be the last name. That's not nullable. The next table, let's just copy this because we're going to be using strings a lot. And paste that. Next table is going to be, we have the email already, we have the password. I think the next one is supposed to be, let's see, phone. User phone. Which is also not nullable. Then address. The address is actually going to be nullable, so we're going to give it the nullable. Then the next one is going to be, we have the first name, last name, phone, address, and then we'll play check that to know generative element in the creating. The about me. Which is also going to be nullable. And in the previous video we said this is going to be a text field, so the user can write more details about himself better. So we're also going to have another table. This one is going to be first name, last name, phone, address, about me, email, password. This is going to be salary, which is also going to be nullable. We want the admin user to be able to update that later after creating the user. Then we have almost string, which is going to be the user type. Default, we're going to have a default value for this. Default value is going to be staff, because we want every user created to by default be a staff. Then but for the admin user in the controllers, we're going to, while writing the logic of the application, we're going to be able to set the admin user to be admin. So but for now, every other user is going to be by default a staff. So then this is also going to be not nullable, because you need that to be set immediately during registration. First name, last name, phone, address, about me, salary, user type. Then now I think we need to start putting the foreign keys. It's going to be big integer. Of the user is going to be like in the previous video. Remember how we did relationships? User are going to have belong to a company, so we have a company underscore ID, which is going to be not nullable. We have a slight mistake here. Not nullable. The next we're going to have is another table dot big integer, which is going to be the department ID. The department ID is going to be nullable, because we want that to be inserted during the updating of the user. That's when we already have departments created already. So we have department, we have table dot big integer, then I think this should be the last one, which is position ID. It's also going to be nullable. So I think let me take up this area because we're not making use of that. So I need to put that in there so you guys can see the screen very clearly. So as you can see, we have the first name of the user. The increment is going to act as the ID by default, which we already have it. So if you're wondering why there's no ID, this takes care of that. Then we have the first name, last name, the phone number, address, about me, the salary of the user, which is going to be on a monthly basis. Then the user type by default is staff, not nullable. Then company ID also not nullable, but department and position can be nullable. And the email and password. So I think that's all for the user's table. If there's any other thing before the migration, I'm going to add that. I don't think there's any other thing that's missing. I think date of birth here. Yes. So we say table dot string. So this is going to be a date of TOB as we described in the previous video. Dot nullable. Okay, I think apart from that we're done. And we're also missing something in the database design we did, which was gender. It's going to be a string of gender, which is very important, but we forgot to add that, which is should make this nullable, not nullable. Let's make it not nullable. So now the user's table is complete. First name, last name, phone, address, about me, gender, salary, the user type, company ID, department ID, all these ones. Okay, so I guess we're set to go. We save that file and we're going to go into the department. Unable to. Alright, so we have the file right here. So for the department, we dot big integer. Big integer is going to be our company ID. Which is going to be not null. After the company ID, we have the string, which is going to be department name as defined in the previous video, which is also going to be not nullable. Then I think the last one is description. Then we have description not nullable. So that's for that. So we are done with the departments. We have the company ID, the name of the department, and the description. So the reason why we have all this company ID here is because of the database relationship, which we are going to be taking care of in the next video. But for this video, we're just going to set up our tables, run our migrations, and we'll end the video. I don't want this video to be too long than it's meant to be. So we're done with users, we're done with departments. Let's go back to company. So in the company, we have table.string. So it's going to be company name, not nullable, not delete. So we're just going to copy this just to make our work faster. So for here we go to our company email, which is also going to be not nullable but it's going to be unique. Apart from it being unique, I don't think we need a max character for that. It's not really a serious application, so but if you want to do that, you can do that. I think that came in the users table by default, where we have email, then we have the not null and unique, then we have the default up to 54. So, but this is fine by me. So, we paste that here again, then we have the business company phone. Or not nullable also. Yeah, this is fine. Then here again we have this is going to be industry. The industry of the company, if it's in communications industry or technology industry or whatever like that. So we have that company name, company email, phone, industry, table. What else do we have? Let me check the database design and window. Then the company address. Just remember that something is missing in the users table, which is the avatar. I just, after checking that, I discovered that the avatar is missing. So we're going to add that once we're done with this. Then we're also going to have a company address. We've done that. The email, name, industry. Then I think what's left is the company logo. It's going to be string. We're going to be looking at how to upload images to in Adonisjs 2, which is going to be really fun. I'm glad you guys, I know you guys are going to like that area. That's a very tough area to deal with, uploading images, and how the images are going to show up in Vuejs also. But we're going to deal with all that. So we have a logo which is going to be nullable. Then I think let's just add one more table which is not in the design. It's going to be a string, and we're going to call it like the establishment dates, like when the company was created, something like that. But this is going to be nullable as well. We have company name, email, phone, industry, address, logo, then establishment dates. So this is basically all for the company. We're done with that, so we can just close that up. We're done. Okay, we said we're going to add avatar to this. We need to go back to the string here. Let me see if I still have that copied. Okay, I do. Then avatar. It's going to be nullable. Okay. Okay, we have that saved. Close that. Close that. So we have users taken care of, the company taken care of, department, lastly position. So for the position we have table dot big integer. This is going to take in our company ID dot table dot string, which is going to take in the title. In case if you have any confusions, please feel free to drop your questions in the comment below. I'm always ready to answer those questions and put you through when necessary. So we have the string title, we want that to be nullable, so that's fine. So I think we're done with the position schema. We have our position set up, department, we have everything set up. So that's going to be all for this video. We have all our database migration set up. Okay, one more thing is to run the migrations to see if our database connection is working correctly. So we're going to see Adonis migration run. Okay, let's see. We have a little bit of error. See. Oh no, okay, we haven't computed, we didn't change the database. We added DB in front of it, if you remember. Save that, let's run the migrations again. That's why it's important to run these migrations so we know where our errors are and we can quickly correct and adjust that. Okay, so we have successfully migrated our database, our users table, company table, department, and positions table, and also tokens table. So since that's all set, let me quickly go back to the database to show you guys how that is going to work out. So right now I'm in my staff manager, so I'm going to say show tables and enter. As you can see, we have the companies, department, position, tokens, and users all here. So this is one of the advantages of making use of Adonis. You don't need to come here and create tables manually. All you need to do is just write out your code and everything will be put in here for you. So to get more into details, let's say select row users table, press enter. As you can see, we have all our values all right here. The same way we put them in the migrations file is exactly the same way it is right here. So thank you guys for watching this video. In the next video, we're going to be dealing with the relationships with our database tables, and after that, probably in the next video, we're going to go into controllers, and probably we'll start working on the logic of the APIs. Then for extra tools we're going to be making use of is called Postman. So if you don't have that, quickly download Postman online. Just go online, download Postman. That tool is going to be used to test our APIs and to see if they are working correctly before moving over to Vuex to actually use them in our front-end development. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you for taking our time to watch this video. Hope you learned a lot and hope to see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.